All right, Algebra 1, Lesson 2.2, Solving Inequalities with Addition and Subtraction. So we started talking about inequalities last week. Now we're going to be doing some work with them. You need to take notes. They should look just like mine. Upload them when you're done for credit. So start by writing the title. Put your name, put the date, put what period our classes. Okay, so pause it if you need to finish writing down what I'm writing down if I'm going too fast. So the all these problems today, the directions will be solve and graph. Solve and graph. So the first example, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to tie this to what we've done in previous chapters in chapter 1. So we're going to start with an equation. And then after we do the equation, we're going to do an inequality. That looks very similar. So equations have equal signs. So to solve it, you want to get the value of x that would make it true. I need you to show your work, even though these are very simple. They would get more complicated as this class goes on in future classes. So it's good to practice the necessary skills. So to get rid of the minus 6, we have to add 6. You have to show this work on your homework to get credit. I don't care how easy it is for you to figure out in your head. You should be just thankful that it's that easy right now. Negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4. When you add a positive and negative together, you take one away from the other, you end up with whatever you had more of, you get more negatives. Now that's your answer, but we also are going to graph it on a number line. So we could say negative 4, 0, 4, number line keeps going. Now, this says that the answer is negative 4. So that's a solid dot. And that's it. No arrows. It's not less than or greater than. So now let's do a problem that looks just like that, but with it instead of the equal sign has an inequality, greater than, less than. Same goal, get x by itself. So we add 6 to get rid of that. The inequality symbol should still be facing the same way. That's your answer. When we go to graph it, very similar steps also. Now, or equals to is going to be a solid dot because that means it works. If it didn't have the or equals to, it'd be opened up. Greater than, x is greater than negative 4, right? So you read it left to right. X is greater than negative 4. Well, that's got to be numbers that bigger, which are always going to be the right on number line. So you could make it darker, obviously darker, thicker arrow. You could do it like this if you like. So you don't have to make it so dark. Either way is fine with me. So that's what we're doing. Let's try another one. Y plus 8 equals 5. And then we will do y plus 8 is less than or equal to 5. So to get y by itself, to solve for y, to find the value of y that would make this true. I'm sure a lot of you can do it in your head, but I'm giving you purposefully easy ones right now to practice the work. Okay? Subtract 8. 5 minus 8 is negative 3. So that's your answer. You graph it. It's going to just be a solid dot at negative 3. Same goal over here. Get y by itself. Subtract 8 from both sides. And that's our answer. So number line, negative 3, 0, 3. It's going to be a solid circle at negative 3 because of the or equals to. And less than. So that's to the left, or like that. All right. Well, let's see if we can make it a little more interesting. 1 minus 12 plus x greater than or equal to negative 5. Let's try something a little more challenging. Now, just like last chapter, chapter 1, if you have any terms that are like each other, like terms that are on the same side, combine them first. Combine like terms. Right? Then try and solve for the x. So to get the x by itself, we need to get rid of negative 11. So we need to add 11. Or if you do it one side, you have to do the other. And negative 5 plus 11 is 6. So put this on number line. Negative 6, 0, 6. It's going to be a solid circle at 6 because the or equals 2. And an arrow to the right. Or you can do it like that. All right, we'll do one more like this. 18 minus 5x plus 6x greater than 9. So, combine like terms if they're on the same side. Negative 5x plus 6x is positive 1x. Now, we don't need to write the 1. You could. I'll drop it by the next step. Subtract 18 from both sides. X is greater than negative 9. And on number line, negative 9, 0, 9. That's going to be an open dot. First one on this notes. And greater than is to the right. Bigger numbers are always to the right. I mean, just look at the numbers. Is 0 bigger than negative 9? 9 is bigger than negative 9. We can do it like this. But that one's an open dot. Okay, last problem. Last example. I guess we could have called that example 4. We're going to do an application, which is like a word problem, like using these ideas on some kind of real world use. So let's write the problem down. You want to attend a concert that costs $155. All right. You have $65 saved so far. Write and solve, same directions as above, write and solve the inequality. So you for sure want less than greater than involved, right? The inequality that represents how much more you need to save. Okay, so write the problem down. Now, after I've written down, the reason I like to write it down, other than just having the problem written down in general, is to kind of circle, underline important things. Costs $155, $65 saved. How much more do you need to save? Right? Now we need a variable. And usually you want to create a variable for the thing you don't know, the thing you're looking for, which would be how much more money do you need to save. So let's write that down just so it's very clear, because someone else could use a different letter or for a different thing. So if you're going to create a variable that wasn't there already, you need to define it. You need to show the person looking at your work what that is. So X is money needed to save. Money needed to save. Okay. Now, how do we write an expression for this? Well, there's the money you need to save, right? Plus how much you already have saved, right? And it needs to come out to greater than or equal to the cost, total cost of the ticket, which was $155. Right? What you need plus what you have should come out to more than the total cost. So we've written the inequality, and now we're going to go and solve it. So we're going to subtract 65 from both sides. Now you could be like, oh, well, there's my answer. But remember, X is something I made up. You could use a different letter, it can mean a different thing. Word problems, you should write your answers in words. Okay? So we need to write it in words. So we can say, you need to save $90 or more. Also in word problems, you should use units. Was this tickets? Was this dollars? So put the units on it. Okay? That's it for today's lesson. Now you're going to do your classwork, monitoring progress, preferably through the student dynamic ebook. It starts on page 62 of our book, and it's at the bottom of the pages 1 through 7 all. There's little blue buttons that you can play that will show you exactly how to do the problems, so you can check your answers and so you can figure out how to do problems that you got stuck on. There's only 7 problems. Let's do them well, and then we'll have an assignment later. That's it.